And tell me who gon' really bust though. Heard it was beef, so I brought shit that got nuts on it. Preaching the word, I might hit crap flow. Hello. Shit getting ugly, might have to pull this mellow yellow. Shit. I'm riding with a felon. Niggas is jokes who co-signed them Bill Bellamy. This shit getting real though. What's what you telling me? This 50K in real life. Fuck all that shit you selling me. Everybody eating smoothie on big pun mode. Draco got that Draco. The fuck I'ma run for? Everybody tough it till them guns go blow blow. Ralph you blinding me, little nigga think he pow out. Big juice cup, little nigga, I'm magic down one. Man, these niggas with the talking, pulled in the phone. Oops, I almost Paul Walker. Niggas thought it was a joke when I came in with the stocking. Hopping out the Batmobile, Bruce Wayne, I'm robbing. Yeah, I'm dildo. What's the deal though? Wanna rip the stink team while hop out and kill some. Rolling on my wrist, came from long nights to hard thugging acronyms. Definitely ain't really with that bar. Tesla niggas in the studio, really in the yard. Pull up on Naomi, 50 niggas in the yard clutching. We all got Da Vinci in my pocket. About 50 niggas talking about they robbing me, but these niggas so silly in the field. Rapping paying no bills, it's getting tricky, and on top of that, I'm pulled and my fingers is getting itchy. When you see me in the club, niggas know I'm money bitchin'. Wrist breaker in the club that calls me a penny. Acting like they wanna get me, niggas playing like they with it. Shooter with a pussy, nigga. Hope you find another kidney. Pouring fives in the soda, trying to buy another kidney. I'm a baller, and she know I'll never call unless it's offering that you breaking gang. No, I'm never faking. I got gay scrapes on Mason. My nephew named Mason. Who really wanna say shit? What's that in your wallet? Shit, bald head Jason riding all black, but the whip Caucasian on the gang. I just let the woo brain inside two gritty stick team and we don't do no playing. Wake him up, shake him, chop him, go Mayday, man down like he thought he was should. Run up on Draco shit. I wish a nigga would. He must not value life. This shit I guess it's understood. What's the deal though? Man, who real though? It's the rule. Everybody got a feel flow. Are you gon' ride for me? Are you gon' kill for me? Pull up to this block right here. Cause we for real. Like boom. Let that bitch rip. If I can ride a movie, I will recreate the exorcism. Heaven said, nigga think twice who you messing with. Giving niggas hell cause up top they say the best was full shit. Crazy. Ain't that shit crazy? All this rap beef and sneak dissing is amazing. Silly ass niggas, please get your bill line up. Whoop to a nigga like I gotta be a follower. Draco calm down, turn this to the Holocaust. Niggas know who brought the guns, niggas know who having fun. If I call you know who, you know the job is done. Come on, this shit regular. So good, I doing, huh? Fuck this streets over, it's regular. What I said now, this shit. This shit, what's that in your pocket? I know I did. But I said, what's that in your wallet? Boy, like Jason. Nigga don't even carry wallets, all that. But anyway, all that sneak this and all that shit niggas be doing. Niggas know time it is, niggas know it's regular. Come on, y'all remember too. All that niggas sliding in the 50, sliding in the jag. Let me know where I'm lying at. Come on, let's stop playing these. Niggas already got a new room, bro. Shit, 718 thugging in the county, niggas know it's up. Tell that nigga like this. I'll beat your big on me out. That's how you get that nigga. Come on, stop playing. Nigga, you know this shit regular. Alright. Nigga. Shit, I missed everything, nigga. Let's be real. Okay, nigga, Ben had that. Ben had. Those some Jawar shit. Ben had, nigga. Yeah. That nigga said he asked if it's a president. Obama started laughing. Man, these niggas know the deal, though. Free all my niggas.
Yo, what's the word, Mandem? What's going on? Yeah, stream, what's good? What's good with y'all, man? Trying to keep my spirits up. That's how I lays it down. Shit been going on, and you know what I'm saying, just trying to keep my spirits up. It's been hard pretty much. I want to talk to the stream. If you on here on YouTube or whatever, it's been hard to move forward, you know what I'm saying, and do this. A lot of things been happening behind the scenes, and shout out headquarters, man. Shout out headquarters. Y'all been holding it down. Y'all are still out there supporting me, you feel me? I appreciate that. It's been a little bit hard. It's been a little bit tougher making these videos and shit in the past like week or so. And sometimes I feel like I've been coming on here like not even being authentically me. Not like faking myself, but like damn, like maybe just like, I don't know, it feels weird to be like, maybe I'm putting up a little bit of a front, you feel me? Because I'm not trying to be the guy on here that's like, I'm not making videos because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna still try to make videos. I'm gonna show up every day. Play professional ball, you know what I'm saying? Like, on the good days and the bad days. So on the bad days, I still LARP like it's gonna be a good day. I still LARP like I'm fine. I gotta get through the day. And in turn, you're showing up for yourself every day, you know what I'm saying? So it's one of the biggest things for me. Nah, that's what's going on behind the scene too. So I appreciate y'all for all of that. Yeah, but right now we have about 3 videos. Hold on, hold on. We gotta add on one of them. Hold up.
You can choose your breakfast meal deal for just $4.
My fault, y'all. I'm poor still. Like,
I know what I'm doing.
Y'all typing in from YouTube, I've been poor.
Horrific
So y'all know that.
it is.
Nothing new here.
Whenever I taste the Cinnadust, I know I'd do it all again. Must Cinnadust.
So David had a problem. He just got done doing something called.
He said must Cinnadust. Fucking lame ass fucking commercial. That shit was poop. Hold up though. Hold up. Let me make sure live is cool. Let me make sure the live stream is cool. Okay, I see that it's cool. I see that it's cool. Shout out y'all who are pulled up and y'all are here tapped in with me. You feel me? I'm on Twitch. Yo, Metro Supreme. Yo, Eric. Yo, how I send a vid in? Oh shit. Yo, send it in by you can either drop it in the Discord, or you could just honestly drop a what's it called in. Right now I got 3 of them. How y'all doing, gang? What's goody with y'all? What's good with y'all boys, man? I'm live on Twitch too. If it make it easier, y'all could come to Twitch or you can be on YouTube. I'm trying to get lit on YouTube, but like shit, you feel me? Like trying to get lit on YouTube. Twitch, you not growing on Twitch. You not like damn. You feel me? So like y'all pull up. Low key, I have 2 streams going. I got my regular one and then I got my regular one and I got one that's my vertical. I don't know. Hey, let me know. Are y'all on vertical or are y'all on my regular YouTube? Are y'all on regular YouTube or y'all on my vertical? Let me know. 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 Let me show my love. Let me show my love. Let me show my love, my support. All right. Honestly, I think they probably watching like vertical. Let me see. Yeah, probably not this one. Hold on. And I beat your big homie up, for real. Ben had, baby. Man, you know the deal though. Yo. All right, my fault, y'all. I'm looking at my chat on YouTube. I don't have integrated chat. I don't got integrated chat. Feel me? So I'm looking at it doing it the old school way. I got it on my phone. I'm looking at the chat on my phone. All right, baby. Y'all spam me on what's it called if it's like that. But today we got 3 videos, right? I'm gonna keep it a G. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I'm gonna keep it real as hell. You feel me?
So David, one of the.
We got 0. Look, we got David Case. Heard that's doing well.
You just spent.
My dog, Don Webb. Feel me? And then we got a dad. He's arrested for something he did with his daughter. Oh fuck. So let's. It's Yo, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Yo, shout out headquarters. Like I said earlier, shout out headquarters. I appreciate y'all. Rocking with me. Shout out headquarters. Shout out headquarters. We finna get straight into this video though. We finna get straight into this video. I'm gonna show y'all is how the behind the scenes go. Y'all really rock with me, tapping in with me. I'll rock with y'all. Y'all know how we get over here. Yeah, the evidence against David is bad. Video by Zevi. Yo, why is he not, this man, in jail? Why is he not under the jail yet? I heard that things got worse. How could things possibly get worse? How could it get worse? What did he do that got worse? And I apparently heard that Celeste was actually pregnant. One thing y'all know we stand for over here, or we don't tolerate, is children and children endangerment over here on this channel. So if that's where you're rocking, click the fuck off the video. Without further ado, let's get straight into this one. Oh my goodness.
So David had a problem. He just got done doing something called a preliminary hearing. What's a preliminary hearing, you ask? Great question. It basically means a judge is looking at the prosecutor's evidence, the people that are against David, and determining if they have enough to even go to a trial in the first place. Well, what did the judge say? Well, I didn't say David had a good day. I said he had a problem. The judge said, take it to trial, baby. And just to be clear, this is not what David and his defense wanted. The best case scenario was a judge to look at the evidence and be like, no, this is not enough. David, you can go home. Well, that was never going to happen, because during a preliminary hearing, the prosecutors don't have to show that much evidence. They just have to show enough. What's enough, you ask? Well, let's get into it. But first, you have to remember David's 3 charges. 1, Celeste Rivas Hernandez. 2, being with Celeste Rivas Hernandez when she was of a certain age. If you don't know her age, look in the comments. 3, tampering with somebody after they were, and that's basically moving them around, or in David's case, what he did with the chainsaw, allegedly. Now, I need you to listen to this next part closely. The prosecutor and the defense are playing a game of chess. The prosecutor's goal is to get to a trial without revealing all of the evidence. The defense's goal is just to poke a bit of holes in the prosecutor's argument. Remember, the defense does not have to provide evidence on their own. During the preliminary hearing, during the actual trial, the defense's job is to defend. They're going to block off the stuff the prosecution is saying, but also not reveal their entire defense strategy either. You'll see what I mean in a moment. So prosecutor so David, one of the charges, we were saying that he was with Celeste at an age that he should not have been with Celeste. The defense said, prove it. They said, here are the pictures, here are the text messages. Actually, here are some explicit pictures. We're going to post them on screen right there. The defense said, damn. The judge said, excuse me, you say damn? Y'all.
That was from Metro Supreme. Talk about stop looking at me. I'm gonna look at you exactly how I want to look at you. get out my chat then. We locked in. If you in the chat, you part of the gang, you part of the headquarters. Yeah, I'm finna look at you how I want to look at you. That's for anybody who's up in my lives. I'm looking dead at you. Yeah. It's 9 a.m. over here.
Guilty? Defense said, no. I said,
wake up.
Wham. It's the moniker of Lil Baby. It stands for Who Hot As Me. But my rebuttal is nothing. You see, right off that, we go into trial. Pictures, text messages of David texting Celeste saying, yo, you know what I'm like, excuse me, you're not winning that. So the defense said, look, we're not going to sit up here and look stupid. We might have something to say when we get to trial, but we're not going to argue for the sake of argument. Next, the prosecutor said, first of all, don't say next like you run something. All right, watch your mouth. Second of all, David, Celeste, and we're going to give you some evidence for that too. Here's David ordering an Uber for Celeste. The defense said, all right, how y'all know that? The prosecutor said, well, here are them texting saying, I'm finna call you an Uber. The defense said, did she ever get in the Uber in the first place? Did y'all talk to the Uber driver? See, these are the types of questions that the defense asks. Remember, they don't gotta provide evidence on their own. They just have to poke holes. The prosecutor said, well, we did talk to the Uber driver and he said that he doesn't remember Celeste. The defense said, oh, how interesting. The prosecutor said, well, I don't think we need all that because here's a text of Celeste saying, look, David, I'm here at your crib. The defense said, well, how you know she was really, really there? Prosecutor said, we don't need all that. This ain't the trial of defense, get to do whatever they want.
But even at that case, wouldn't you be, don't the police do that like location tracking phone? Your phone could be completely off. They know exactly where you are. So like, no matter which angle they took, if it went to the next step, the next level, they would have verified that for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no, like, who cares? Not who cares, but like, you know, it wouldn't have gone far.
It's going to be up to a jury. This is the preliminary hearings. Now, if you've noticed, I've mentioned David and Celeste's text a few times because it seems that the prosecutors and the defense are, listen closely, using these texts to form some of their arguments. Okay, in the prosecutor's case, they're saying, look, clearly they had a relationship. They keep talking about all the stuff they've done. If you read closely over here, it says, because I had your embryo in me. This is.
Oh my goodness. This is just crazy. It's crazy even to hear that, you know, he had her pregnant. Like, oh my goodness, bro.
Celeste speaking to David. They're having arguments, and where these arguments seem to stem from, remember, this is from the prosecutor, and where these arguments seem to stem from is Celeste was jealous of David and his relationship with another influencer, another girl, and she's threatening to expose David. David's scrambling. He doesn't want his career to be ruined. He said, look, let me just, Celeste. This is what the prosecutors are alleging. The defense is saying, okay, look, we see your texts, all right, and you know what? We can't deny those texts. But she seemed really irate in these messages. A little unstable, if you ask me. So what if she went over there and I don't know? The prosecutor said, I don't know. What are you trying to say? The defense said, well, that's the beauty of it. We don't have to say anything. The defense said, medical examiner. Medical examiner pulled up. He said, The defense said, you said Celeste was poked with something really sharp in 2 different locations? The medical examiner said, yes. The defense said, can you say that David did it for show, for show? The medical examiner said, well, no, I can't. The defense said, well, then I don't know. It seemed that the defense was trying to sprinkle in maybe Celeste did pull up and she herself. A little sprinkle of that. They're trying to poke holes from all different directions. Here's another example of that. The prosecutor said, well, after Celeste was, David's Tesla all of a sudden start moving. David sending a text saying, Celeste, where you at?
But this is textbook, right? Every single time somebody gets unalived, gets, you know what I'm saying, handled in a way of some sort, everybody texts the phone. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, where you at? Hey, I'm not getting any answer from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally what it is. So why is that any different now? We literally just watched a body cam. This man killed his, he offed her, his girlfriend. Texted her mom, yo, have you seen my girlfriend? He offed her completely, utterly, like she's gone. And then text her, hey, where you at? Been waiting at home for you. And the whole time, he did it.
Celeste clearly was by that time, so it seems he's trying to cover his tracks. David's Tesla drives to a location. We go to that location and we find Celeste's belongings. Wow, what a coincidence, right? The defense is like, yes, that is a coincidence. Because do y'all have video footage of David getting in his car? David sending those texts and all that? How y'all know David did that? But the prosecutor, though, still cool as a fan. Remember, the whole point of this is let's go to trial, right? Prosecutor said, okay, I think he did it with all the evidence I gave you. Defense, you saying he didn't. Let's ask 12 other people what they think. The judge said, that's a good idea. Let's take it to trial, baby. The defense attorney said, David said, excuse me, did I just hear a gulp? The defense attorney said, they got your dumb ass on video. Matter of fact, you got your dumb ass on video taking pictures of yourself, stupid ass. Boy, I know that defense attorney is stressed out. Because at the end of the day, David's got 3 pretty big charges. And if he's found guilty for one of these charges, that's a lot of years. And there's only so many whole.
Why is it? But why? I'm not understanding why it's a if he gets charged for one of these 3, or if he's found guilty for one of these 3, instead of a when. That's what I'm not understanding. Like, shit's beyond me.
You can poke in a story. David was seeing Celeste. Here are the pictures. Here are the text messages. David didn't know how old she was. Remember when the police came to her house and told her how old she was? Maybe David how many holes can you poke? And see, on top of everything, the defense knows that if one of these charges sticks, the judge is going to throw the book at
the
them
whole book
because of the nature of the crime. They're showing what happened to Celeste with pictures in detail. Her family leaving the room crying. You think a judge gonna sit there and be like, oh, okay, 1 year, David, 2 years. Boy, if that judge has an opportunity to give the max sentence, that max sentence is probably coming, and it's coming hard. And there's something that I forgot to tell you. There was another argument in between all the arguments. Remember that charge we talked about? Well, that was under special circumstances according to the prosecution, meaning lying in wait her for financial gain. Okay, so David wanted to save his career. He didn't want her to ruin her career, so he wanted to. The defense said, well, hold on now. Financial gain. How does him trying to protect his career mean gaining something financially? Prosecution said, well, there is precedent for this, meaning there were other cases where somebody was trying to protect their career or protect their finances, and that proved financial gain. So they said, yeah, we can do this during this trial. Other cases have done this before. But side note, that might be a little tricky for a jury to decide, especially because it could be a little confusing for some people. That's happened in many a trial. In the Diddy trial, they were confused about the RICO charge. So they're like,
I'm just not understanding why it's going so far. I know everybody is entitled to a fair trial. Like, that's everybody's due process. Like, everybody's entitled, everybody's. But at the same time, what are we talking about here? There's so much evidence that's stacked. I promise you, if I did some in the streets, maybe it's just the defense attorney is that good or something. That you pay more money, the better lawyer you get, then you know what I'm saying, it takes longer, further heights, but I promise you, if it were me, it would have been, pack his ass up. That nigga did it. You know, you feel me? Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm not understanding how 3 charges you're doing. Let's see 1. Let's see 2. Let's see 3. All I gotta do is 1. This is life. The potentiality of 3 charges getting me for life, I might as well have done it. You feel me? Like, why? Who gets 3 different, almost life sentences?
what exactly are you saying? The judge was basically like, just do the best you can. The jury was like, okay, lying in wait. Okay, that's another one of these special circumstances under David and Celeste. That means like you basically lured her in. But the defense was like, during the text, it shows Celeste wanting to meet up with David, not David wanting to meet up with Celeste. So what do you mean that he was just lying in wait? Well, the thing about prosecutors is not all of their charges have to stick. Sometimes they're shooting for the moon. So they're like, look, I mean, technically he could have been lying in wait for her as she's driving in the Uber. Let's say you're correct, and this is like the prosecutor's argument, basically. They're saying, okay, let's say you're correct. Celeste wants to meet up with David. But at the point, listen closely, at the point where David decides, okay, let me get her an Uber to get her over here, that's lying in wait. That's when you're playing. That's when you know what you're going to do. Technically, that's lying in wait. A jury might be like, I don't know. I mean, how do we know his mindset? And that's what the defense is really trying to hone in on. Prosecutor might be like, okay, fine, take that special circumstance away if you want, like during the trial, but they're going to be like, okay, what about the other stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say no to everything, but we going to give you all this stuff. If it's,
see, like, you could have money. Money does get you, like, better opportunities, but this is a stretch. I feel like we all know.
Sticks. If one of these sticks,
I guess though. I guess
40 years, 50 years, trial's over. You know what I'm saying? If they say lying in wait, if the jury sits there and agrees with that, forget everything else. He's going to jail forever. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I call these trials a game of chess. Here's another interesting thing that they argued about that'll really drive this point home. It's the fact that the prosecutor said David watched her basically, okay? And the defense is like, how can you even fathom to prove that? Like, you got video evidence of him actually watching her? And the prosecutor said no, but the fact that she was in his house, we believe, but she was, and the police weren't called or anything, shows how despicable he is in like just letting this thing happen to this poor girl. The defense like, what? How? Nah, come on. Like first of all, we don't even know he did it. That's what the defense is saying. Second of all, y'all just gonna assume that because the police weren't called, he stared at her and he like watched it happen. Like y'all tripping. So these.
But regardless of anything, he didn't do something, or he's getting charged with something like endangerment. She was a child, right? Child endangerment, maybe. I mean, that was a random stranger girl to him. It could possibly be, but like no matter what, it just depends on what charge he's picking up. He's probably just trying to get the least amount. But at the same time, when you come out, I'm not gonna lie, you're getting cooked. You're getting bamboozled. You're getting offed. I'm not gonna lie. People are not rocking with you. I don't know.
These are these little things that go back and forth between the prosecutor and defense. And if the prosecutor plays their hand too hard for that and they get disproven, like really hard, like in a sense where, listen to what I'm saying here, to where they're like, if they say the words, he watched it happen because he didn't call the police, then a jury might sit there and be like, okay, well, I mean, that doesn't, that's a little much, you know? And that's what separates good prosecutors from bad prosecutors. That's how trials get lost. It's in those little things where you lose the trust of the jury. I'm not saying that this prosecutor is going to allow that to happen, but trust me when I say this is how high profile cases have been lost before. It's when a prosecutor loses.
But I'm not putting everything up to the prosecutor. I'm putting it up to the judge. Because you should have sense. It's not, you know what? They're playing checkers down here. You know, there's AD down here. Mustache Man is down here. Feel me? Pleading his case for why the genocide was cool and it was, you know what I'm saying? They're playing chess and I know it. I'm like, okay. I'm not, oh, well, you left that part out. You're not a teacher. Well, you should have rebutted and counter rebutted, and you know, they're arguing about what? About genocide. Yeah, that motherfucker's crazy. Regardless, I don't care about the evidence. I have my own opinion, and on top, like, it comes to your discernment for the judge. Does it not? I understand it's like discretion, but it's like based on evidence, and it has to go through that. But at the same time, you are a person the same way those are same people. Those are still people. There's an ultimatum in your head. Okay, well, he's fucking insane. And then you, what's it called? You know what I'm saying? You make your judgment. Like, I don't understand how he can even win this.
Loses their way in a sense. They say they think that they're gonna win so hard, and like the Diddy case, they think they're gonna win so hard. They say some stuff to where the jury's like, that doesn't make full on sense. Like, you really want us to make that leap? Like, we could make that leap in our heads, but that's because you're assuming, listen closely, that we think he did it. Like, you know he did it. Like, but you're not quite proving anything. If a jury hears those words, you know, people don't like to be people don't like to be manipulated in a certain sense. So, you know, if a jury hears the words like, we believe he watched it happen because he did, they're gonna be like, oh man, if you don't have the proof, like what? Like, you might be stretching the evidence in other instances. Can we fully trust you for real? Again, I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen in this prosecution case, or that's what's going to happen to this prosecutor. But overplaying your hand can absolutely get you caught up. Like, if a defense counters like every single one of your arguments, you're just going to look inferior to a jury. They're going to be like, nah, that guy outplayed the hell out of you. Like, the bar is leaning towards that defense's side. You know what I'm saying? Again, Diddy trial, Young Thug trial. These things happen where the prosecutor.
Shit, he's right. fuck a Young Thug one. Because how did Young Thug get out of that? 3 years? Oh my goodness. And when they started accounting for the time that he was going to court from before the 3. And then he was like, oh, you got to do 15 years, know this, 10 years. Like, bruh. And he just out being him again. I mean, he's sober though, but you know what I'm saying? He just has these little stipulations he got to follow.
Prosecution is just looking foolish, especially with that Young Thug trial. The defense is just countering them, manipulating their words, and just the prosecutor sitting there dumbfounded.
Probably leave a nigga dumbfounded. Feel me? Hey man, I'm gonna end the video right there. W video Zevi. Let me know what y'all think about this down below in the comment section. To me, it's kind of sad because it's like, bro, why is it going this far? But at the same time, I know everybody has their, like, if you were this person's mother or brother, sister, or whatever, some of y'all would be like, I don't care, take his ass. But at the same time, at the end of the day, some people's mothers and some people's brothers and sisters, that's my cousin, that's my aunt, that's my niece, that's my dad, that's, you know, they still don't want a person like them to be arrested or treated the way that they're going to be treated, handled the way they're going to be handled. And you know what I'm saying? So it's not just about this singular person. There's people out there that care about these people. I guess so. I don't fucking get it. That's my son. Take his ass, nigga. Take me with him too. Take me with him too. I'm sorry for having him, y'all. I'm sorry. Without further ado, I appreciate y'all for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I appreciate y'all. The longest of ways. You feel me? I love you to death, boy. I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. I'm gone. That's one video, chat. That's one video. Shot. I'm gonna start talking like that. Shot. That's one video. Yo, YouTube, how we looking? How we looking? All right, cool. That's one video. Next one is okay. On to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next. On to the next one. On to the next. Freeze! Somebody give me all my money, please. Y'all remember that old ass song? She was on GTA or something. The Disney debt trap is terrifying. Video by the Dawn Webb. We all know that one person or those few people or that one couple who loves Disneyland. They love making it their personality. I know a few people like this. And one of my dogs, my closest partners, he's scared to tell me he like Disneyland. Gang, go do you, rock out. Oh, my girl like it. No, nigga, you like it. You like it. you like it. It's cool. Go to Disneyland. Every time they go, they getting, you know, all these things, all these outfits and gear and the Mickey ears and all this and that. And it's like, you go, you live your best life, king. You do you. You feel me? Some of y'all are going in debt though, season passes and trying to go every this and every that. What is there really to do up there? Let me know. Am I just lame as hell? I don't like Disneyland like that. Like, it's not. I'm more of a coaster type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit! Hold on. Wait. I'm more of a coaster type nigga. Without further ado, I appreciate y'all for watching. Let's get straight into this video.
$1,000 on this car. It'll go Disney, 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 and then Wendy's.
Unless you've been living.
One thing I will say about Disney though, I had the best tostada I've ever had in my damn life there, boy. Boy, I went to that little cafe, Los Angeles Disneyland. Went to the little cafe. They poked me up something. I said, give me beans. She said, like that. That's how it sounded. You know what I'm saying? And then I said, give me cheese. She said, shit was magical as hell. I want to go back just for that tostada and walk back out the park. You feel me? Oh my goodness.
Been under a rock, you already know Disney is bigger than religion itself. Not a specific religion, not Christianity, not Islam, but religion itself. For whatever reason, people are captivated by that damn mouse. I don't know what he does. I don't know what it is that he's putting in those damn movies, but these people just cannot get enough. And the crazy thing is, I've been to Disneyland multiple times, and never once have I told myself, yeah, I want to come back. I want to get an annual.
Thank you. Thank you. That's how it be. Like, I'm not saying if you like Disneyland, hold on, bro. I'm not saying if you like Disneyland, you're lame or nothing like that. My computer going crazy. I'm not saying if you like Disneyland, you're lame or anything. It's just not for me. It's too, like, I don't know how to explain it, round on the edges. It's too, like, you gotta, I don't know. I feel like I can't even get up there and act like me. I'm too rowdy up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and some of y'all might say, that's exactly. We don't need you up there. Shit. Hey, go crazy.
Pass. I just cannot wait to come back here. And the majority of the times that I've never bought the ticket myself. So I think that speaks volumes to how I feel about it in general. Today we got a very interesting and funny video. For whatever reason, these people are going into debt just to go to Disneyland, just to experience that mouse. There's literally nothing special about Disneyland in my opinion. I mean, yes, it's a family-friendly place. You can take your children, you can have fun, I guess, but not to the point where I'm gonna go in debt over it. That's just ridiculous. And one thing that's kind of obvious, if you've ever been there, or if you just exist on social media, you know that people like to flex whenever they go to Disneyland, because at this point, it is a flex. It costs so much money to go, you must have some type of money to even be there. But the reality is, a lot of people are going into credit card.
Once y'all wearing bubble skirts and shit up at Disney too, showing ass cheeks and shit around kids, you should be a damn shame. That's why y'all love Disneyland so much. Y'all seeing free ass and getting fucking churros. Like, I'm paying all that money, I better see some.
Debt just to be there. And what's funny is, it's not even Disneyland itself that gets people so riled up about it, or the movies, Pixar, anything like that. It's more so the culture. It's the fact that you have these diehard fans, these cultists, that enjoy it so much. For whatever reason, that culture has spread through all the minds of these people on social media, where they feel like they have to be all about it as well, just the same. It's weird. I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't ever get into a relationship with a man or woman if they're a damn Disney cultist. Don't do it. Not only are you gonna be wasting money on things that don't even matter, but somewhere in your house, in their house, they have a shrine of Mickey Mouse. You don't have to believe me. Just understand it's there. But in all seriousness, could you imagine going into debt just to go to Disneyland? Or if you're already in credit card debt because of school or certain purchases like a car or a house.
Nigga, I can't go imagine going into debt for my family. I'm looking side to side so they don't hear. Fuck them. Fuck them. No. 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 No, I'm just playing. I'll go into debt for my family. Depending on who you are and what it is and what it's about, you know what I'm saying?
And you still make it your mission to go to Disneyland because, oh, this is a custom. This is just what I do. This is just what we do. That's ridiculous. Sir, ma'am, you need to rethink your priorities. And that's what I think it really comes down to. These people are having an identity crisis. They don't know who they really are. So simply, they're choosing to distract themselves with novelty.
We went to Disney once in November and then we went a couple weeks ago.
Are you f***ing kidding me?
I'm going twice in January.
What the are you guys?
We took our nephew for his birthday.
His birthday?
And then we went for my birthday.
Your birthday?
And then we're going for our nephew's birthday in January.
His birthday? I don't give a shit about birthdays. A little piece of cake. We could even put Mickey on it.
I like to do mine at Disney.
Why don't you do that when you're out of debt and have fully funded emergency fund and you're on track for retirement?
People are going into debt because of Disney. Let me tell you about it. 45% of the people going to Disney World with children under the age of 18 are going into debt to go to Disney World. But 60% of the people who do go into debt to go to Disney say that they don't regret it whatsoever. Can you guys guess which generation is in the most debt?
Fucking millennials. Gen Z don't got money to be in debt. It's millennials.
To go to Disney World, I'll put the option on the screen. It's between these two, and if you guys guess Gen Z, you would be right.
Sorry, I was wrong. My fault, y'all. I was wrong as fuck. That sound like some millennial shit. Maybe Gen Z.
75% of people do actually return to a Disney park. And you won't believe it, but the main cause for this debt isn't actually the Disney packages, it is the food and drink and merchandise within the park.
I'm in credit card debt, but I still have my Disney pass, me in a Mickey shirt right now. I just feel like this is one of the things that I'm just never gonna cut out because...
That's why you look like Mickey Mouse. Get your fucking fun straight. Fuck you getting up here talking about, but it was worth it. And I got the card on. Some of y'all don't need Disney in your life. Some of you guys are lost. Talking about I'm going to Disney this weekend. Bank account, your shit is fucked. Don't go. Don't go. You don't need to go. I'm being real.
First of all, it brings me so much joy. It is in my budget. And I feel like if I'm paying off debt and I'm putting all my extra money towards...
Did she just say it's in her budget? Her debt budget? What is she talking about?
That this is my one thing, or not my one thing, there's a few things, but this is one of the few things that is for myself that I get to enjoy and that makes life not miserable. So I feel like if you're paying off debt, I say yes, you can be aggressive and put a lot of money towards debt, but you should still find stuff that brings you joy and makes you happy, because if not, it's just gonna suck and you're...
I mean, shit, she found her way. You go crazy, sis. Go crazy.
You're gonna be miserable, and I don't want to be miserable, so I'm gonna keep my Disney pass.
I'm really trying to sympathize and empathize with these people because I understand what they're trying to say. Basically, this is my coping mechanism for my life. And like I said earlier, they don't have their priorities together. They are going through some type of identity crisis.
That's why I would say, okay, I kind of understand where they're coming from, I guess. Like, in that sense, okay, it's like, okay, cool. Okay, I see where you're coming from. Like, if that's what's keeping you on this earth, go ahead, do it.
But for this one thing to be your vice, I mean, it's kind of ridiculous if we're going to be honest. I definitely understand you could do a lot worse. There's a lot of other bad vices that are way worse than this one, but just throwing your money away into a sinkhole is essentially what you're doing, because at what point is it enough? It's one thing if you use your money to travel, go around the world, experience new cultures, different cultures, learn history, stuff like that. But when you keep repetitively going to the same exact place with the same exact attractions, what are you hoping to gain from that? Please, somebody down below, explain it to me. See, it would be one thing if this place that you were constantly going to was making you better. In one way or another, mentally, physically, financially, spiritually, psychologically, whatever, it was making you better. But that's just not the case here.
And I don't even think it's that either about making you better. I feel like even if you just want to go somewhere and do something because you just like it or you like the way it make you feel, whatever, like you don't always have to progress you in your life or whatever. That's one thing I do say is different. Like the gym doesn't necessarily for me make me mentally this, whatever. I've passed those stages. I've gone to a point where it's now I just like the feeling it gives me. You know what I'm saying? So I go to the gym. On top of staying in shape because I want to for health or whatever. But that's benefiting me, I guess. But I just don't feel like it has to like benefit or whatever for you.
And you're going into debt. That's the worst part about this whole situation. If you were financially stable and this was your vice, so be it. You have free will. You can do whatever it is that you want. But you're going into debt, or you have debt already and you're still splurging, indulging in this fantasy of whatever Disneyland is to people, because I don't even know what it is. What does it represent? Freedom? Fun? What does it represent? I don't even know. And the more research that I did, the deeper and deeper I went further down the rabbit hole, I realized these people just want to be a kid again. That's what it really comes down to some degree. They don't want to have to worry about the stresses of life.
So y'all could do it, but Michael Jackson couldn't? Shit, crazy.
The reality of things in their life. They just want to indulge in fun, in experiences where we can be a kid. I could take a picture with Woody and Buzz. This idea of the Peter Pan syndrome, where I can be a kid forever. That's what it really comes down to. And when you realize that, you will then notice this is one of the worst vices you can have, because essentially you're saying, I don't want responsibility. I just want to be able to have fun. It's a safe haven for...
Like when I see these ears, I just get mad.
Emotional escapism. They experience this nostalgia, and so it just gets their rocks off.
The reason why I'm spending money on it is because I feel like I lost out on my childhood, just not being able to have things like this, you know? Like, just
shut the fuck up. Wait, I mean, come on.
Yeah,
like,
I think 8 years of Disney should kind of make up for a lot of that.
You know,
yeah.
Wait, no, 8 years at Disney?
We've had Disney passes for 8 years.
You can't afford anything. He's about to fucking walk and you're choosing Mickey? buddy. He completely disagrees.
I love Disney. I love Disney.
Which is fine.
It's part. I mean, it's part of my childhood. Like,
congratulations,
I always
turn on
wanted
the
to
Disney
go.
Channel. You always wanted to go. You've been going for 8 years.
So I did.
You've been going for 8 years. You've always wanted to go. You've been going for 8 years. You can pause.
Because they have new things that happen all the time at Epcot. Like you can, like I like going.
Sticker Ginger's dick. You gotta choose.
God, that's the same goddamn thing.
You were standing up and you're talking about this too?
Yeah, I know Evan.
What's your pushback on the Disney?
He just doesn't.
She likes to go. She likes these like little one night.
He doesn't even go.
Barely.
It's like sometimes he just doesn't go. Like he's just
this
like
is just for you.
It's for me and my son. Like I want
Kids
my
too.
He likes the characters. He likes going out. No, he does really like the characters, and he really loves Disney. Like
He's two. He can't remember things for at least the minimum another year.
He likes the watermelon from the freaking resort. That's what he likes.
I really am trying to get into the mindset of these people. I'm trying to understand. Of course, we all have our own vices. The things that
I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. You're doing that for your kids, but you're really just doing it for you. You know what I'm saying? You got Peter Pan syndrome for real.
we like to indulge in. Whether they're good for us or not, there's certain things that are just creature comforts. But at what point are we going to say, this is just ridiculous? You're just trying to mask something else. You're trying to hide or get away from a certain emotion or feeling or reality in your life that you do not want to come to terms with. It really doesn't matter what your hobby is or whatever vice that you have. It can't be this expensive. Somebody might throw out the Pokemon thing. Yeah, but you're not buying these expensive Pokemon cards. You can't have them. But in reverse, people who like Disney, they feel like they should have this experience, this luxury. They should be able to have all the toys. They should be able to go to the parks whenever they want and stay in these lavish hotels. They're going into debt just to have this.
Do y'all know anybody who like is like this? I know a few. Even some people that I knew from growing up. This girl named Maya. She was Japanese, half black. She was a Disney demon. She is a Disney demon. There's another one. Her name Dominique. I knew her in high school, middle school and high school. She was like one of those, oh, she's the baddest one. Yeah, she grew up and she probably kind of, maybe she peaked in high school or whatever, but now she's a demon. She's a Disneyland demon. And all these people were popular at the time. Is there a trend here? Or do you just, I mean, I think people just, it's not like if you peaked or if like, you definitely have Peter Pan syndrome though, because it's like, I don't know. The fact that it's a lot of people that were popular and stuff from childhood or whatever. But then again, there's people that aren't popular. I don't know. I just find, but I'm talking about making it your personality. Like you wearing the ears every day, you wearing the jacket jacket different. It's a jacket, but like you always repping some sort of Disneyland gear, like you on payroll. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I don't understand.
Experience, not to get anything from it, not to be able to sell something or make some type of revenue off of it. No, these people are doing this just because. People are not going into debt playing video games necessarily. Now, I know people are, but not like that. People are not buying a brand new PC or GPU every single month that they can. These people are dropping 1 to 2 bands every single day or more when they're at the Disney park. Could you imagine?
And the only thing they get to say to get out of it is, oh, it's for the experience. It's for the experience. You're not experiencing anything buying a GPU. You know what I mean? So they get away with it like, oh, for the experience. I like going there.
That no sport, no musical instrument, no hobby is costing that much a day. Maybe to initially start the hobby, to buy that instrument or computer part. However, that's one and done. These people are spending up to $1,000 to $2,000 a day. And sometimes they're going to Disney multiple times a month. And some people might try to make the argument like, well, there's plenty of other hobbies that are more expensive that cost that much every single time you do it. Yeah, we're not talking about those though. Those are not normalized. Average people can't have that lifestyle. They have to be wealthy already. Disneyland, the idea of it in general, owning the merchandise, that's something the average person can own. Going to the parks, that's something the average person can do, but they don't have the money to do it, but they feel like they deserve to do it or they can do it just because. And that's exactly why there's not a bigger outrage, because nobody sees it as a real problem until it is a problem. Same thing with gambling. Nobody really cares about gambling until it happens to them or somebody that they know. They lose their house, they lose their car because they're just sinking all this money into a money pit and essentially getting nothing in return. You can try to cope with the situation and say, well, it's for the experience. Yeah, right. One and done is justified. Anything beyond that is just ridiculous.
If you're gonna go into debt for Disney World, you might as well do it the right way. And what do I mean by the right way? I see this mother Mouse take up so much money from people, it's not even funny. So then how would I do it if I was going to go into debt for this mouse? Well, the first thing I would do is buy VIP Park Pass. If you're waiting in lines and still spending $5,000, what are we doing, bro? Number 2, stay at the Four Seasons. Very simple premise here. Stay in a luxury hotel, you don't have to deal with the noise or the crowds. You come back, you sleep a wonderful night, have your little Mickey breakfast, and then come back in the morning. And the last thing I would do is if you're already spending this money, avoid the merch. You don't have to leave with a million things out of Disney. You're never going to use this stuff anyways.
Just to help like people out that never been here.
How much we paid?
Yeah.
So $2,000 in the hotel.
2,000 for Disney?
For like a whole
Where are you staying at?
And like a temporary, so $2,000 for 2 days.
2 days.
And food, wow, we're at 1,000. It's been 1 day. Not
1,000 in a day? We know who spent 1,000 too. Look at her face. Look at her face. She over here like this. Answer shit. Answer for me. Cause I'm not spending 1,000.
2 days, 1,000, right?
Yeah.
We did character dining yesterday. Was $340.
Wow.
At the snow.
The camera's right there, by the way.
Oh.
Sorry, I don't know where to put it because I'll put it on a trash can and someone's gonna knock it over.
Yeah, we went to the Fort Wilderness and did the story time. And yeah, $70 a head. So.
What do you think the total of your whole vacation would be?
At the end?
Yeah.
Today we have character dining. Tomorrow we have character dining. It's gonna be about 4,000.
Oh my goodness, bro. You 4 bands? 4 bands for a 3-day trip? 4 bands for a 3-day trip down the street. Disneyland down the street from me, y'all. 25 minutes for me, 30 minutes for me, y'all. $4,000 to go down the street for me, y'all. What experience are you getting from that? What experience are you getting from that? I'm not shit. Go ahead and fax that to my kids. I'm not paying that shit. I'm not paying it when I'm alive. Fax that to my kids.
For 2 days.
Is it just you two and?
No, her husband, my other granddaughter, my 2 other granddaughters. I'm missing one. Yeah, it gets expensive.
For 6 people.
In a nice hotel, we do a character dining. We don't have to do that. We can go cheap. We just don't want to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. I appreciate you guys' time. My TikTok and YouTube is
Shit, fuck it. She got it like that. Fuck it. Let her. Go ahead, Auntie.
DJ from Orlando.
DJ from Orlando?
DJ from Orlando.
Okay.
Yeah, very simple.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. It's good to meet you guys.
You too. Thanks for here.
I never really understood the purpose of a subscription or a
I'm not reacting to music right now. No.
Membership, specifically when it comes to amusement parks or theme parks, because at the end of the day, it's all an illusion. It's not real. You try to convince yourself mentally that, oh, we're going to come back here in a couple of days, a couple of months or whatever, have the time of our lives, but that's not how reality works. In our society, you have to work for everything that you get. So just to assume that, oh, because I'm going to buy this, I'm going to commit myself to coming as much and as often as I can is just ridiculous. We don't know what the future has planned for us. Usually buying the annual pass for any amusement park or theme park is always worth it. And then once you get into the details, you find out the blackout dates and stuff like that, you realize like, damn, I have to come on specific days. And not only that, usually they're not weekends. Usually it's in the middle of the week, which the majority of people don't have those days off anyway. And even if you do have the opportunity to go, you still have to take into consideration the cost of travel, of stay, things like that. Nobody really does though. The mentality that these people have basically is like, it's no longer about the one and done family vacation. Now we're living a lifestyle. This is a status symbol. People who literally cannot afford their grocery bills are dropping thousands on annual passes because they're convinced to, whether it be the algorithm.
See, I'm not against it. If you can afford it, I'm not against it. Do whatever you want to do with your money. I don't care. But it's just kind of funny when people don't have the money. They're like, I'm going fully. I won't fully go into debt for anything besides family. Like, actually, like, if you got to, like, you know, you got a family. Oh, I'm going into debt to pay my mortgage and, you know, whatever. I got my wife and 3 kids. You feel me? Like, something like that I can see. Paying that 4 bands to go to Disneyland. I'm sorry, y'all. Get the tarp. Get the tarp real quick. Lay it on the grass. Look, we finna spray water and Dawn dish soap on it. Y'all finna start slipping sliding on this bitch. Let me show y'all something I seen from the 80s. This where it started.
Trying to keep up with the Joneses, it doesn't matter. The reality is, can you afford this? And is it even worth it to begin with? And once you go to the park, now you're in their bubble. You have to pay their prices when it comes to drinks, food, souvenirs, merchandise, anything like that. You don't get a choice. So now you're forced to spend even more money on things that are unnecessarily marked up.
Even Disney is worried about the high cost of a Disney vacation. That's the headline in a new report from the Wall Street Journal, which says that even some people inside Disney are worried that the company has become addicted to price hikes. hikes.
We're all trying to find the guy who did this.
Let's break down why it's now a problem for Disney and how Disney missed a simple bit of human psychology to create this mess in the first place. So going to Disney World and Disneyland has gotten more expensive. How much more? A lot more. In 2019, a typical 4-day Disney World vacation cost $3,230, adjusted for inflation. In 2024, that same vacation goes up to $4,266.
I'm telling y'all, if I ever go to Disneyland, if y'all ever see me up at Disneyland, tell my kids I love them. Fax them my invoice. I'm not paying that in my lifetime. I'm not. Fax it to them when I'm gone. When I bite the dust, yeah, they going, oh shit, what did we inherit? My debt. You inherited my debt. I'm not paying that. I'm not going to Disneyland paying that. Not me. If y'all see me there, just know it's bad. It's looking bad for my kids, my family. Either my kids or my family. My family gonna take.
That's a 32% increase before you even consider food and transportation. And the Wall Street Journal says that most of that increase came from, quote, new costs for services and add-ons that were once free, like Lightning Lane. And this is starting to hurt Disney's business. Over the last 3 months of last year, attendance was down 2% year over year. And since late 2023, Disney's own guest surveys found that the number of guests planning return trips had, quote, ticked sharply down. And you don't have to be an expert in human psychology to understand why it's plummeting. Let's take an average family. Yes, Disney got 30% more out of them over a vacation. And some MBAs at the company looked at that spreadsheet and said, wow, we rock, we just made more profit out of nothing. But people can tell when they get value for their money. And that family paid more for a degraded experience. They don't get a ride to the airport anymore, they begrudgingly paid for Lightning Lane and maybe only got 3 rides from it, and probably experienced more rides breaking down because Disney cut back on their maintenance budget. Do you think that family is going to want to come back? No. Look, I still love going to Disney World, but even families that have a good vacation are probably less enthusiastic about it, not raving to their friends that, oh, you have to go, we had the best time. And delay their next visit from next year until 3 or 5 years from now, because everything's so expensive. So yes, they got 30% more money now, but they are missing out on the repeat revenue and good word of mouth. And this has absolutely hurt Disney's brand.
Shit, it's hurt Disney brand, but it's enlightening my mouth right now. I want to smile. Yes, I hate capitalism. Actually, I don't hate it. I just don't like when people abuse it and people are blind to it. But at the same time, that's the cycle of life, right? You got to be able to see shit and step away. I'm not going to feel bad for you if you keep deciding to step inside a fucking freeway and step in front of a bus. I can't feel bad for you.
I cannot tell you how many times I've heard regular non-Disney obsessed people say, oh yeah, they charge for Fast Pass now. People don't like that. For years, I've been saying that Disney raising prices while cutting perks has been short-sighted and will hurt their bottom line in the long run.
How much does a VIP tour at Disney actually cost? Well, I did one in 2022 and I just booked another VIP tour for my 30th birthday. So here's the truth about the actual cost. The tour I booked is on a Friday in January and it's $750 per hour for a 7-hour minimum. I also looked at a Saturday and that was $900 an hour. The price can also be as low as $450 an hour depending when you go. You do also have to have theme park admission, so they're not going to give you a ticket. You'll have to pay for that separately and a park hopper if you want it. Same thing, you'll also have to pay for meals and any merchandise if you choose to buy it. So why exactly would someone spend thousands of dollars on this tour? The real reason is it gives you front of the line access for almost any attraction that you want to do at the park. Your tour guide will take you through a Lightning Lane entrance on most attractions and sometimes a special entrance on other attractions, which means you can completely maximize your day at the parks. A few other tips for a tour: make sure you don't do a sit-down meal. It's not a good use of time with the tour guide. Instead, do quick service. To book the tour, you have to call. You cannot do it online. And also be prepared, you should tip your tour guide. This is definitely a splurge, but hey, you only turned 30 once. Let me know if you have any other questions about VIP.
I went to Disneyland for the first time in years.
Shit, you turned 31 once. You turned 32 once. You turned every age once. What does she talk about? That means you don't need to make bad decisions for your birthday. What the fuck is she talking about?
Yesterday with my family, and I could not believe how greedy Disney has gotten. Okay, it was $200 at least, I think $220 for a one-day park hopper, and then now you have to pay more for a fast pass, which used to be free. That used to be included. So I paid $30 for a fast pass. Oh, but wait, the fast pass doesn't include the best new ride in the park. So I had to pay $30 for one ride, the Star Wars ride. It was fine. I honestly just did it because my whole family was doing it. So I was like, sure. Oh, and you have to pay $20 for the Cars ride, for the Fast Pass for that. So I ended up spending probably $300 because parking is now $40, which I get it, inflation, but Disney parking outpaces inflation. There's a study that found that. And you know, it'd be one thing if they were like actually paying their employees a good wage, but I see these videos of Disney employees living in their cars.
Let me know what you guys think down below about this situation.
Bruh, this shit is actually insane.
Is there one hobby where you're willing to do this type of behavior? You're willing to go into thousands of dollars of debt just for an experience?
Fuck no. Hey man, let me know what y'all think about this down below in the comment section. I feel like you just clouded on some Brent Fires, some clouded. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got the money, put it in my hand like it belonged to me. Like it belonged to me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are crazy. If you got the bread, though, do it. If you don't got the bread and just keep you on this earth and you're in debt, then keep doing it. I'm not one to tell you not to be happy or what to do with your life. I just feel like sometimes people are clouded. They don't know what they're doing. And in the long run, you really gonna find out what you're doing. You feel me? It's not the smartest decision. But shit, you're an adult going to Disneyland. What can we say? You're an adult going to, you're choosing to. You feel me? Without further ado, I appreciate y'all for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I love you to death. Boy, I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Hype my video. After you like my video, I'm gone. Like, niggas is crazy. Niggas is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is really crazy. Niggas is really crazy. Niggas is crazy. Put it in my hand like it belonged to me. Whoa. Hold on. Y'all trying to see chat. Y'all trying to see 12-year-old beaten by family for being gay? What? There's no way. That's so fucked, bro. There's no way. There's no way. Hold on.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Which room's Tyler staying?
Huh?
Which room's Tyler staying?
I'm Tyler's mom.
You Tyler's mom? Where's Tyler, man?
Tyler's gone with my son.
Okay. You your son? Okay, we need Tyler back.
Okay.
Alright.
What's going on?
G-Vax is here to take him, okay?
Take who?
Tyler. They have a word from a judge, okay?
Okay.
It's only temporary.
Am I going to jail?
No, man.
Okay.
No. This is the process, okay?
Yes, sir. Y'all gotta bring Tyler back, Jordan. They want Tyler.
Okay.
Y'all gotta bring him back, okay?
Everybody take a deep breath.
Okay.
It's okay. Nobody's in trouble,
Okay.
right?
All right.
It is what it is, all right?
No, this one's cool. Big dick, bitch, you better dig this bitch piece up. Real quick, hold on, let me see something real quick. Alright. Cool. Plug. Hey, Curtis, where you at? Dad and daughter arrested for having a sexual relationship. Body cam, fuck. Body cam, y'all. We got another body cam video. Sexual seduction. Whoa. Is that funny? Maybe that's not, maybe that's insensitive. They on some freaky deaky shit. Hold on, Dad. You know, maybe he groomed her. You know what I'm saying? How old is his daughter? If she's young, I feel for her. You know, we don't rock with kids being abused and touched and stuff, regardless, on this channel. So if that's what you feeling like, then go ahead and click off this video, you fucking freak. But if she was about of age, I still feel bad for her. You know what I'm saying? No father should ever do that with their kid. Are you serious? Hype my video after you like my video, man. Let's get straight into this one.
You can probably guess about what happened at the house the other night. What are they saying happened?
This man had just been caught committing one of the most disturbing acts imaginable with his daughter after his wife walked in on them.
He's gonna be under arrest and he's probably gonna have a hard time getting out anytime soon. So he's looking at maximum over 100 years.
Ooh! 100 years? I heard G Herb will talk about 100 days, 100 nights, 100 days, 100 nights. 100 years. 100.
What?
Over 100 years at
100
maximum.
years?
Yes, because he victimized your great grandkids. Sexually. The one from 11 to 13, she was being sexually assaulted by him.
On June 3rd, 2025, officers responded to a disturbing call from a mother who had returned home that evening only to discover her husband and daughter engaged in an unthinkable act. The sheer horror of what she witnessed was evident from her immediate reaction, leaving no doubt about the severity of the situation.
You're absolutely sick, bro. Here, take this. Take your ID so they know who to find when they take your ass in. What am I supposed to do? I'm gonna let this go? You wanted me to take my finger, right? What? 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 What can you say? What can you say? What can you say? 2 years, bro? How long has it been? Almost a year. So since I got promoted, after you got out of jail, how does this happen?
Bingo. It probably was jail. Or maybe that's why he was there in the first place. Feel me? Maybe jail was what made
Happened, bro. You've been on her. You've been hurt, and you've been sitting here treating her like she's your girlfriend.
By the time the woman notified the
Wait, so are they blood? Like his wife, they had a biological kid together? Or the kid is biologically both of theirs, half and half? Or is it like he's a step and he's messing with her daughter that's 13, 11 and 13? Or is it 11 and 13-year-old? Man, these kids, I don't know.
officers about what she had caught her husband doing, he had already fled the home, prompting an immediate search to locate and take him into custody.
Yeah, we'll take everything he's got. So you got Trayvon?
Yeah.
Got your ID in there?
Yeah.
Okay. You want anything to stay here with Grandma? No. All right, man, so you're going to be coming back to with us, okay? Trayvon, do you want to pop a squat or you want to stand? All right. We'll have you sit in the back of our car for a minute until we wait for our squad to come up and get you. Hey, man, I'm going to take these off. I'm just putting a new pair on, okay?
Put your hand on top of your head. Or do you want to write?
You just leave him here. You're not going to do anything stupid, are you?
Who?
You.
He said who? Nigga, who else is in handcuffs? Who else is gonna do something stupid? The man with the gun? Across from you? Dumbass.
Say not
a little outnumbered. No reason to anything.
Can I just wipe my mouth real quick? I was eating chicken.
Go ahead with your right hand, grab your shirt. Lucia, you want to stay with him? I'll go talk to Grandma. I'll talk to Grandma.
Shit
At
is
this
sick.
point, doesn't matter.
Hey, Tron, we're going to take you back to Crete, and we're going to have a conversation, and we'll go from there. Explain to you everything going on. Have a nice day.
Yeah, that's the last time he gonna taste chicken for a little while. I ain't gonna lie, for like the next, I don't know, 100 years, you're not eating another piece of chicken. Not like that. Not chicken like that.
You can probably guess about what happened at the house the other night? Okay. Well, I'll explain everything to you back at the post then, okay? We're going to have somebody come back, get you, take you in a cage car back to town.
What's going on, Dean?
I will explain 100% everything to you when we get back to the station, okay? But just know that there's a warrant for your arrest, and that's why you're in custody today, okay?
So I'm gonna have a court date or something?
Yeah. Yeah, and when we get back, I'll advise you your rights and everything like that. We'll have
He seemed a little
conversation
slow, I ain't gonna
in a
lie.
secure area, and we'll go through 100% everything that you want to talk about, we'll talk about. I'll answer all your questions first, then I have a couple questions that I'll follow up with, okay? Just to do it in a better place than right here in front of Grandma's house, right? You gotta go to Will County.
Yo, Dean, I'm reacting right now. I'm not finna, my day's going well. Appreciate you for asking, but like, you know what I'm saying? Lock in.
And the judge decides what happens.
And say what's up to YouTube. This stream finna go on YouTube. This body cam video.
Whether you get released or not. So in Illinois now, so there's no bond, right? So I don't know if you've heard that recently. I know you've been locked up before for like bullshit and stuff like that. So you have to go in front of a judge essentially. They will say whether you get a bond or whether you don't get a bond. okay? But the warrant is for you to go in front of a judge to speak to a judge first before they make that decision.
The girl's mother, who had been away from home, checked her security camera and noticed her husband, Trevin Gunn, behaving suspiciously around their daughter. Alarmed by what she saw, she rushed home, only to walk in on a horrifying scene. Gunn was sitting on...
Yeah, I'm on YouTube. Yeah. And YouTube, I'm live right now. So
on a beanbag with the girl between his legs, engaged in an unthinkable act. Enraged, she immediately... on a beanbag with the girl between his legs, engaged in an unthinkable act. Enraged, she immediately tried to call the police, but Gunn became aggressive and snatched the phone from her. Despite his attempt to stop her, she managed to force him out of the house. By the time officers arrived, Gunn had already fled, and his whereabouts remained unknown until deputies eventually tracked him down and took him into custody. But instead of taking responsibility for his actions, Gunn chose to feign ignorance, pretending he had no idea what he had done. It was a desperate attempt to evade accountability, one that only made his situation far worse.
Hi, are you doing? All right. I'm Detective Kaiser with the Crete Police Department, okay? So the reason we're all here today is something happened in Crete. We're the ones that did the warrant and all that, okay? So what I want to tell you is that obviously he's going to be under arrest and he's probably going to have a hard time getting out anytime soon. Okay, I don't know if you know anything about the situation that happened.
I don't know nothing about that.
Okay.
I thought they was just breaking up.
It was much worse than that. Significantly worse, okay? This car is his girlfriend's.
Yeah.
So, are you okay if she comes over and picks us up at any given time? Because that is registered to her only.
Yeah, I know that's her car.
Yeah. Does that bother you at all? And it's not.
They want to come get the car. She want to get her car. It's her car. She can
It
come
is her
get
car.
It. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So right now, at this time, he's under arrest for 2 Class X felonies and 3 Class 1 felonies.
Two Class X felonies?
And 3 Class 1 felonies.
3 Class 1.
Which car is it? So he's looking at maximum over 100 years.
A what?
Over 100 years. At
100
maximum.
years?
Yes. We'll speak inside real quick. So I will tell you right now.
Okay, just tuck my... Okay.
So he's an adult. He should be the one to tell you this, okay? I'm only telling you this because he victimized your great-grandkids.
But...
The one from 11 to 13, she was being assaulted by him.
Oh, okay,
for 2 years.
For 2 years.
She's been assaulted
by him.
If there's any kids out there, well, there's not any kids out there that'll be watching this, but if you see anything, do not let that shit slide, especially when it's with children. Don't let that shit slide, not one bit. You know what I'm saying? It shit shapes, and it happens to more people than you think. It shit shapes, like her daughter, 11 to 13, probably gonna have a crazy relationship. It's being sexually, maybe over sexual, maybe just all these things that come into play, like when things like this happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're doing it because you feel like you're young, you don't know what's going on, and you feel like, oh, I was told to do it. I was told that this is like, oh, it's like kind of regular, like I was made to, you know what I'm saying? So now your relationship with it is different. So when you're around people your age, you're a little bit more sexual, you're a little bit more advanced. You have a sense of how you should feel and how you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not what kids should be going through at a certain age. Like, kids shouldn't be they should just be kids, innocent, until, for as long as possible, until young adulthood, at least. I don't know. That shit's sickening to me. That shit is sickening to me.
Well, she ended up telling. He didn't.
Not just telling. He got caught in the act with her by the girlfriend.
Oh God.
So that's why there was this response. We've been out here for 2 days watching you.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. And as soon as he came outside a little bit earlier today, we knew he was here. I knew he was here the other day. I came crawling through the neighbor's backyard to make sure that
Did
car.
you?
Yes.
Oh, so you have been watching him all the time.
Mm-hmm. That's the U.S. Marshals out there. I saw the marshals. I saw the police, the sheriff. I didn't know what. Yeah. So it was a pretty serious investigation, pretty serious crime. I'm the detective one of the people that started this case.
Oh, got it.
Okay.
So you've been watching him all the time.
Yeah. Just so you guys, I wanted to keep you in the know, and that's why I'm sorry to scare you.
I know.
And I'm sorry that you didn't know that you were harboring that, and I'm sorry that he was in your house, and I'm sorry he did that to your great-grandparents, okay? We're taking care of it from now, and hopefully the justice system does what it can. I just want to make sure that Ryan get her car back. That's totally okay with you?
Yeah,
And you'll
that's
have no
fine.
issue with that?
No.
Okay. All right. That's all I needed from you, and I'm sorry for this noise and nonsense on your Tuesday. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Trevin had been hiding at his girlfriend's grandmother's home, believing he had managed to stay out of the law's reach. What he didn't realize was that investigators had already tracked him down and were keeping him under surveillance. However, even after he was confronted, he continued to deny any wrongdoing, refusing to acknowledge the crime he had committed.
So, the reason why we have your arrest warrant are for crimes against a juvenile. Okay? They're saying that you had inappropriate relations, I guess you could say, with Aaron.
Okay.
All right? And so, with that...
Was it worth it? Nah, it wasn't worth it.
That's part of the reason why we want to talk to you. And see, what is it, you know, is this made up? You know, is this something where she did something to you? You know, what it is, essentially. And get your side of this, and this is why you go in front of a judge in the end anyways. Okay? So, why would this be a thing that they would be reporting?
Because they want me out the house.
They want you out the house?
Right, right.
And who's that? Wants you to move on?
She wants to move on.
Okay. Did she, like, ever say anything to you like that? Did she send you a text message or anything of those effects of, like, what her plan was or anything like that? So have you, you know, the night of Memorial Day, right? So that Monday night, did anything happen between you and that night?
No.
So what was the argument that occurred around 11 o'clock at night?
It was just her wanting me to leave and stuff.
Okay. Okay, so what went on with it? Like, how did it go down?
Well, I was just sitting there playing the game on one TV and watching the other TV, and she just came in real mad. Started a big fight and with me. He wanted me to leave. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I didn't leave. I left the next day.
I see. What time about the next day did you leave? Okay.
No, that's not true, man.
Alright. So is there anything that has ever happened to between you and that can be misconstrued?
No, I mean, we watch TV together, that's it.
Okay. Alright.
Does he? But he knows that she walked. Maybe you just don't admit anything. You know what I'm saying? That's what people are. You just don't admit anything.
I don't know if they planned this or conspired or
Did you go right to Grandma's right after you left?
Although Gunn insisted he was being framed, the officers had already gathered enough evidence to support the case against him. At that point, all they wanted was for him to stop hiding behind excuses, admit what he had done, and take responsibility for his actions.
You talked a little bit in the car. You know, I know you said that, you know, this is all a ploy for to, you know, get away from you essentially or end the relationship, right? And that's what you said? Okay. And a lot of this I'm just confirming based on just a different camera, and we're just confirming on this video.
Right, to be honest, I don't know what's going on, to be honest. That's just what I can think of off the top.
Okay.
What would y'all do in a situation like this where, like, someone, if you found out your husband or wife was sleeping with your kid, what would you do? And what would you do if this was your friend, you would just not be friends with them? But what would you do if your partner would, like, would you call police? Would you beat them up? Would you what? Because if I know there's a possibility for you to get 100 years, oh yeah, I'm just calling the police. That's simple. You're done. You're dealt with.
All right. So let's go back to Memorial Day Monday night, which would be, I believe, the incident we want to talk about is the incident that took place on Monday night. Okay. It was reported to us that there was an incident that took place between you and that caught you guys in the act of something on Monday night. No. Because she said that's what that report was. When she came back here, where you're saying you guys got in an argument that night, she's saying that's what that was. There's also, you guys, you know that there's cameras in the house?
Yes.
So the camera in the window looking at outside caught the audio of that incident.
Oh, shit. Yup. You can't lie your way out of that one. You can't lie your way out of that one, buddy. You're done.
And showed us that audio, and it was her confronting you, in which she stated that had her head between your laps and you were nude from the waist down. Is there any truth to that?
No.
No? Has there ever been anything between you and that's gone on?
No.
Okay. So the issue is that we have is that both told us that that's her story. And then there was what's called a forensic interview, which went through when you caught her with the boys back in the day. So the son, what was that, 7 years ago or something like that?
Okay, yeah.
So, and I had another one of those forensic interviews last week, and she confirmed the same information.
Okay.
Why would they both be saying that and you're saying no? You know? Okay. At any time, have you ever had any relations with her?
No.
At any time, has she ever touched your penis?
No.
At any time, has she ever had her mouth on your penis?
No.
Has she touched your penis either clothed or unclothed? No. Okay.
Has she ever seen your penis?
All right. Has she ever come on to you? No?
No.
Okay. So why do you think this is all, like, such serious allegations are being made?
I don't know, man. So much hatred in the world.
Shut up, nigga.
I wouldn't be able to tell you. I don't know.
See, there's normal hatred, and then there's accusing somebody of something like that.
Yeah. And
somewhere in between is the truth, right? And you know the truth, and we do not know the full truth yet. We have a story. So we know that.
You arrest him. Like, Zach Randolph looking at, Zebo looking at, big body Reuben. He built like the sandwich looking at. Like, arrest his ass.
There's a little bit of validity to it, right? We know there's a little bit of validity to it. And I think it's time that you come out and say what has happened between you and over the past few years. Because we know it wasn't one time.
Despite denying it over and over again, Gunn was eventually taken to court where he faced charges including 2 counts of predatory criminal sexual assault of a victim under 13, 1 count of criminal sexual assault of a victim aged 13 to 17, and 1 count of criminal sexual assault of a family member under 18. He is currently being held at a detention facility.
Oh! Y'all. I guess that was the whole body cam video. Let me know what y'all think about the down below in the comment section. It was kind of lackluster towards the end, only because I feel like, I don't know, there wasn't a lot of footage, or it wasn't a big ass investigation. They just jumped on his ass, put up to his grandma's house, or his girlfriend's grandma, his wife grandma's house and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But let me know what y'all think about this down below in the comments. If you were in this position, what would you do? If you were him, how would you get away? Because some of y'all would, you freaky ass. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the kids out there that go through things like this. Hopefully one day this does not define them in their lives. That's the thing I pray, because, you know, you get older, you become adults, and you see so many people that are affected, that made it to adulthood successfully, that are alive, healthy, well, but they mentally are, you know what I'm saying, struggling with certain things that happened to them as a kid, like this. And they come out and tell you, and they try to make it like it's no big deal, but it really did shape them. And some people are struggling with it. So I don't like dealing with things with kids. I appreciate y'all for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I love you to death, boy. I'm going to see you on the next one. Hype my video. If you like my video, go binge rest my videos. I'm gone. Yo, chat, stream. I'm done. I'm done over here. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, for tuning in. I'm going to end it right here. Shout out headquarters. Y'all did it big. Y'all did it big this one. Hey, y'all did it big this one. Feel me? Y'all did it big this one. I'm gonna see y'all on the next one too. Peace. Hold on, no. Whoa.